Hey, what's up? Hello, this is Auntie Cubana coming back at you with another episode of the Unladylike Lounge podcast. And I am live. However, I'm big chilling. I don't have a guest today. I don't have a co host today. But I got some questions today. Yeah, I had to break out the Jolly Ranchers for this episode, so I apologize for the way I'm talking through this episode. But I have some questions. Cause the math ain't mathin'. The math is not motherfucking mathin'. We freed Britney. Now what? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. I was all for free Britney. I was all about the free Britney movement. So my first question is she living her best life right now because she couldn't all those years? Or are we just being not shit friends, ignoring the red flags? Because we laughed at her the last time there were red flags. So I feel like we're scared to speak up now when we see some. Like, am I the asshole right now for looking at her doing all these things? Like, I get it. She's finally free. She's free to be her, express herself, all these things. But let's look at it from a different perspective. Let's say that was your best friend doing all this crazy shit on social media. How would you perceive that? If that was somebody you knew and loved doing all this shit on social media, how would you perceive that? Because there was a point in time where she wanted nothing more than a relationship with her children. And I mean, some of this shit, like, your kids are seeing this, their friends are seeing this, like, what? And not that, a parent can't be a parent, be a good parent, be, you know what I'm saying, and still live their best life. I'm not saying that at all, but is this mental health, or is she living her best life? And if that were somebody that you knew personally and loved deeply, how would you perceive that personally? Or am I reading too far into this? Hey, sweetheart, it's doing the Facebook user thing again. So I can't see who just commented, but I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody that's just joining, I simply had the question. Hey, sweetheart, again, it's just saying Facebook user. It's not letting me see who is. Oh, hi, Mom. How are you? All the love in the world out to my mama. For those of you who are just tuning in, I have a serious question this morning. Britney Spears, is it mental health? Or, hey, Nettie, how are you, babe? Britney Spears, is it mental health, and are we ignoring the red flags because we're scared to speak up? Or is she just out here living her best life because she was, pretty much just caged for so long? I'll drop my opinion, but I want to hear some from other people first. Ooh, working. Girl on a Saturday. Ooh. Okay. I'll go in with my opinion. I feel like I'm nervous. Okay, so I feel like after her breakdown in, what was it, 2007? You think she's trying to live her best life? And you think it's definitely mental health? See, where I'm torn, because at first I was like, oh, she's living her best life. She's out here, she's got her bikini on and she's, showing off her rockin' body and, all this. But when it came to, she got the, I'm not going to say it because I'm not about to get banned on these platforms. But when she brought out the things, I was like, okay, this, I'm not sure. Yeah, I follow her too on Insta. And the videos are very alarming. Like, I'm like, why is, like I said earlier, I was very much part of the Free Britney movement, but her videos are very, very concerning. And I feel like if that were somebody that I loved and I knew personally, I would definitely be wanting to check on their well-being. I feel like we ignored the red flags when she had her original breakdown and the world laughed at her. So now we're scared almost to speak up. She did lose a lot of herself throughout the years. She absolutely did. And I feel like we're almost afraid to speak up about our concerns because we're afraid to put her back in that cage. But damn, like, I'm afraid for her well-being. And I feel like it's going to be that way for a lot of people who've undergone severe trauma. They absolutely should have. And I think she is just, like, I think she's a real representation. Yes, Renee. It's concerning. I feel like she's a major representation for a lot of people. Thank you so much, Chad. You have a wonderful day as well. And I feel like there are so many other Britneys out there. And we almost choose to turn a blind eye to it and say, well, it's none of our business. Or that's just how their brain works. Or that's just their personality. Or they're just living their best life. And that's scary. That is really scary. Like, it almost seems like a scream for help from someone who's too afraid to ask for help because they don't want to be, okay. So I'm gonna take it personal real quick. I'm gonna take it personal because y'all know me. I'll just share my fucking traumas. Shit. So I've been to psych. Yes, let them know. Hey, I'm concerned for you. Hey, something seems off. Like I mentioned in one of my last lives, if I don't post like an excessive amount by like 9 a.m., I have people in my inbox like, hey, are you okay? What's up? Like, you're not posting that much. Or if I'm not, whatever, if there's a change in the type of stuff that I'm posting, they'll check in with me. Like, people just notice. And that's a huge deal. That is such a huge deal. And I was just going to say, I don't think she knows how to ask for help because this is a personal example of mine. I've been to psych. Okay, I've been to psych before. And anybody who has been to psych, I feel like can relate to that feeling of I am terrified for myself, my safety, my well-being, but I don't want to tell anybody. I don't want to reach out. I don't want to ask. I don't want to let anybody know because I am terrified to go back to that place. I don't want to be in that position again. And I feel like that's something that could be like, it's a trigger. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's something that she could relate to. Like, I'm afraid for myself. I'm not in a good place. I'm not in a good headspace. Like, life, I'm sure, is nothing what she thought it would be after her conservatorship was over. And I'm sure she's just screaming at the top of her lungs for help, but she's terrified to ask for it because she doesn't want to go back to that place, because that place was so much worse than where she's at now. Because then not only is she stuck in her head, but she's stuck in her head inside a whole ass cage. I know that fucking feeling. Not of a conservatorship, but being locked with your mental health, like these fucking demons inside of your head, inside a jail cell or inside a fucking psych cell. Like, I get it. I get it. It's painful. It's scary. It sucks. Yes. Yes. She needs a true support system that is there for her, a team. She needs a tribe, a vibe, a team. She needs her some unladies. That's what she needs. Like, I'm sitting here like thinking of the exact, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Because I was literally just sitting here thinking of like all the things that she needs. And I'm just like, those are my ladies. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this on fucking camera. Okay, I'm good. So, check on your friends. Check on your friends who seem to just be living their best lives. Check on your friends who seem to just be doing the damn thing. Check on your friends. I'm breathing. Yeah, I'm breathing. I'm good. Man. That went deep. That's what she said. See, I know how to fuck up a moment. I'm good at that. But no, check on your friends. Check on your loved ones. Check on your family members. Just check in on each other. If you notice like a change in their demeanor, their dynamic, their, whatever, just yes, Renee. I had to get that one in there. It was too perfect. Too perfect not to. And that's the podcast. No, see, this is why I need like a co-host, which by the way, Amanda and I will be resuming. Oh, I bet you that was so loud because I just did it right next to the microphone. I apologize, you guys. Amanda and I will be coming back February 6th. I don't know what time, but I will promo that as soon as I have the time that we will be coming to you guys live and kind of what to expect. It'll be like that evening, I do believe. And yeah, we'll get this shit going. Oh, I didn't put on chapstick this episode. What's up with that? Can't have a live sesh without my grape Fanta lip smackers. Don't fucking sue me for name dropping. I am in no way affiliated with lip smackers. At all. Let me just get that out there. Oh my gosh, what's everybody doing on a Saturday night? It's not even night. Holy shit. I've been sick today. I've been miserable today. So I've slept most of today away. And I had no idea it's not even 2:30 in the afternoon. People's champ. Wow. What am I even doing?